And welcome to the Zeldathon show this Wednesday night. That's right, we're back, and we are joined, as always, by an excellent cast of characters. I'm SuperMCGamer, the host. I'm here every week, so I'm not important. And also featured with us is a bunch of people using the wrong name tag, because I did not change them, but don't worry, your boy's on it. Why don't you introduce yourselves while we go around the circle, all right? So two right here, it's Kay. Tell us about yourself. Who are you?
Hi, I'm Kay, aka Blue Hair IRL. I think my Skype name is really weird, probably. It's got like the little face next to it.
Yeah, you got like the face going on. The ooh.
The kissy face, as
the
it
happy
were.
face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And below me, I currently have the man drinking coffee, president business himself. Who are you?
Well, I'm Scott. Most people online find me under the handle Great Scott LP.
Excellent. And also joining us for the second time this month because he just can't help himself. It's Video James. Are you excited to go to TwitchCon? We're very close to it, my friend.
Dude, I can't believe it's tomorrow. It snuck up so fast.
I know.
It's gonna be great.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Hey, look, the names are right on screen. Look at me, I'm a professional.
Hey.
I did it. All right, we in. All right, cool.
Well done.
All right, so everybody, welcome to the show. This is the Zeldathon show. It's kind of like a podcast. It's a podcast where our friend Pharaohnox just resubbed for a whole year, so thank you, Pharaohnox. It's a podcast where we're going to talk all about Zeldathon, what we're doing in our lives, talk about questions that you guys ask. You can ask those questions anytime. We'll get to them at the end of the show using the URL right here. It'll also be posted by the bot all the time. So go to that link, ask us questions. You can ask to one person, to everybody, everything in between, but just ask questions. It's a lot of fun. And we're going to have some fun with it. Jamie is here with his keyboard, bringing us the hot info.
My apologies.
We were talking about how Video James lives inside a giant echo chamber before the show started.
With a captive rabbit, too, that's trying desperately to escape.
Yes.
I moved the rabbit, don't worry. No, I'm sorry. This is the only room where the Wi-Fi is like any good, so I'll mute my microphone if I'm typing.
No. Oh, no, we got the rabbit its own apartment separate, so now it won't make noise on the podcast. This is the budget that we use here on the show every week. That is supposed to be. Anyways, we're going to TwitchCon. TwitchCon is an exciting event happening this weekend, the 30th through the 2nd, over in San Diego, and a bunch of Zeldathon team members are heading out. We have a special video about that at the end of the thing. But before we do that, I want to talk quickly about the panel that we're going to be hosting. It's the Charity Gaming Marathon panel. It is separate kind of from Zeldathon. Like, it's not a Zeldathon panel, so we're not just going to be talking about how we're going to throw people in the ball pits, except we won't because it's not going to happen. We're not going to talk about that. We're going to be talking more about how to set up your own charity marathon, how to get started, what you want to do, how do you find a hotel, how do you get sponsors. That's something you should even do. What point you're at in your growth of your charity marathon. It's going to be a lot of fun. We have a lot of info to cover. We have a very special game at the end of the panel, along with Q&A. And for all the Zeldathon fans that do attend, don't you worry one bit. We have a very special treat for everybody as well. And it is going to be something that is broadcasted online, so if you're not going to TwitchCon, don't worry, you'll be able to watch us make fools of ourselves on a stage. It's going to be a great time.
As always.
Yes. Like, we're Scott, coming from Zeldathon, would you agree that we are professionals at making fools of ourselves?
Absolutely. No, it's one of the things that I think some people don't quite get, is that it's kind of a mix of us putting ourselves on, but it's also pretty genuine at the same time, and that's what makes it so great.
Yeah. Some like we talk a lot about the slaps at Zeldathon, about how we tell people like slap me, but a little bit of it is on the other end of some other person acting like, oh man, that hurts so much, but there are still real slaps, and they do hurt, especially the infamous Liz Rage on Noah back during, what was it? The Deluxe or Adventure? I don't remember.
It was a while ago, yeah.
Yeah, that was intense. So are you looking forward to this, Kay? Because you are going to be up on stage, even though your name's not listed. We've been shuffling around like crazy to get this all going.
That's right. Yeah, I'm very excited to speak about it with you guys and share in what I know, what we know.
Your infinite wisdom, having come to many Zeldathons.
It's been like almost 5 years. It's So
Jeez.
strange to
Wait,
think
Whoa.
about.
You've been here for
Jeez.
5 years?
Yeah. Water
It's
was
been-
my first. That was like 2012.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so yeah, you're more 4 years.
It's coming up on another winter though.
Yep. You're coming up soon.
It's been 4 years or 3. 3 for me. 4.
Yeah,
No, I don't know.
you were lives, right?
Yes, that was the first.
Yeah.
They've all kind of conglomerated together into one big memory soup. So
What's up, Jamie?
Oh, yeah, no, I was just going to say, this is an interesting thought. When I went to my first Zeldathon, which was Relief, which is coming up on 2 years, I basically said, I talked to Lena right beforehand, and she said, oh, this is my 6th Zeldathon. I'm like, wow, 6, that's a big number. I don't think I'll ever hit that number. And here I am. Cures is going to be my 6th Zeldathon, so...
Does that include Classic, or is Classic your 6th?
Yeah, including Classic.
Okay, gotcha.
Cures will be my 6th.
Awesome. So, what are you looking forward to for the panel, Jamie? Because you're not actually going to be on stage. You're going to be part of our off-stage crew, helping us out. So,
support crew, best crew.
yes.
I think what I'm looking forward to most is actually I've talked to a couple like big name streamers and people who are like well known in the Twitch community, and a lot of them have agreed to actually come to our panel and come visit, which is really, really cool. And I'm looking forward to see all those faces in those audience members. Like, I know you. I like you a lot.
Yeah, there's a bunch of people who I had no idea were coming to TwitchCon, like Kurt J. Mack, well known from Mindcrack and Farlands or Bust. Like, he hits me up with a tweet today. He's like, "Okay, yeah, I'm planning on being at your panel. See you there." And I'm like, "Oh no,
nice.
yeah."
Oh no.
Like we're gonna have all these people here in our audience. Like I know our good buddy's family Jules is gonna be there, so I'm excited to see him. Like
Nice.
it's gonna be weird because we're gonna be the ones on stage talking about something rather than all these people that we usually see up on the stage. So I'm really excited that we can get to share some charity knowledge with people. Thank you to Glacius also for 16 months. But going beyond the panel, like the panel's like we literally start off TwitchCon 11 a.m. on the first day. So we're gonna be getting in like really early to TwitchCon, making sure we're in our panel room and help get everything all set up. And then afterwards, we literally have the entire weekend. So the first thing we're gonna do is right after the panel, since we're not focusing on Zeldathon during the panel, we are doing right after a meetup outside the panel room. So anybody who wants to come and meet us, that's the place to be. We'll be sure to talk about a lot more on Twitter and everything. So I'm excited. Do you think there's going to be a turnout, Scott? Do you think we're going to see some fans there?
We had the meetup at MagFest, and we had a lot of people that showed up for that. I could certainly imagine that for something like TwitchCon, we're going to have a fair number of folks show up. I think we'll be pleasantly surprised.
I hope so, because I don't know. We've never like, other than like MagFest was amazing because of that turnout, but this is like a huge event. Like, Kay, have you been to something like this big? Like, what was the biggest like event you've been to?
The biggest thing I've ever been to was I went to a convention, Fan Expo in Toronto, like 2 years ago, like a year ago. That was the biggest thing I've ever been to.
Oh God, you can barely move there.
Yeah, I
The crowd
know.
is just so big at all times.
See,
I've been there before.
But it was
so
really
that's-
fun.
See, I'm really lucky because with my hot partner badge I got here, I can get into the expo hall before 2 p.m. on the first day. So I'm gonna do the meetup and then like I'm gonna dash off before 1 because I can get in the expo hall early before the general public, and I'm going to make sure I buy all of my merchandise that I want and get out of that room. I will not want to be there. Like I will not.
This is
Yeah.
This is the place that they hold like friggin' Comic-Con.
I know.
It is a
I'm hoping
This is
that they undersold the capacity of the center. Like TwitchCon's going to be huge, we know that, but Comic-Con is arguably probably something even bigger. So it's like, did they sell enough tickets that it's comparable to Comic-Con, or do they sell enough tickets to like so we'll have room to move? I hope the latter, to be honest. So what are you looking forward to TwitchCon, Jamie? What are you looking forward to?
I mean, like I said, it's mostly meeting people. Like that's usually what I go to cons to. It's seeing all the faces that I know online, getting to meet them in person, and just talk and hang out and just socialize and stuff. I think, like, for example, like, multiple huge donor to Zeldathon, Brown Man. He's a Twitch streamer known as Ray Narvaez. He's donated multiple thousands of dollars to Zeldathon. I actually pulled him, I really want to meet up. And he said, oh, well, I'm going to the charity gaming panel because I mentioned that. And he said, oh, well, I guess we can just meet up there.
Yeah,
so,
cool.
Stuff like that.
Yeah, because
beyond that, just like, go ahead.
I was saying, like, at MagFest, how we met Ganon11, another Triforce level donor at Zeldathon. We were just like walking around by the entrance to like the expo hall area or like the merchant area, and all of a sudden, like, somebody's just like going up the escalator and like MC, and we look up, it's like, I'm Ganon11, and he's gone. He's just going up the escalator. It's like. Yeah. There he is, but he's gone, man. And eventually we did meet up with him later in the merchant hall, and that was really nice. So I'm excited to meet Brown Man as well, because like meeting the Triforce level donors and any donor of Zeldathon is always exciting to give the shake of the hand,
Yeah. I still haven't looked at the panels because I'm not much of a panel going person when I go to cons. Mm-hmm. It's more so, hanging out and socializing, bit of the merch stuff too, but
I'm real excited to see some of the merch, to be honest.
Yeah.
I hope they bring in all the artists. Like I live for artists at these conventions. Like I look for Zelda artwork, I look for Kid Icarus artwork, I look for Star Fox artwork. These are the things that MC needs when he goes out there. And
some of the ROM hacks on the Super Nintendo.
I bought so many ROM hacks at MagFest, and you know how many have I played on stream? This many. I'm going to get on that, I swear.
You heard it here first. 2019 is the first one coming.
Yes, I get excited for Zeldathon Hack. Oh my god, that sounds so dummy.
Zeldathon Hack.
Zeldathon Hacks. That's what we all are in the end.
Just part of DreamHack.
I mean, you're not wrong.
So Scott, what are you looking forward to?
I am looking forward to... Yeah, again, just like Jamie, I love hanging out with folks and meeting new folks and just talking about the things that I like. So in this case, just endlessly talking to folks about streaming and things like that. I mean, you don't get to do that too often in everyday life. So definitely that. Seeing everybody, all my friends again is going to be really cool. There's a couple folks who I've known through the online community, through, originally through Minecraft and so on and so forth afterward for like 4 years that I've never met in person that I'm going to meet in person for the first time at TwitchCon. So that's cool.
Like I know the 360 Chrisum, who's a streamer who I've been friends with for a long, long time. I've been subbed to him for like I think over 2 years now, and he's going to be there. And I've never met him. I know Snarfy's met him. I know ZQ's met him. I know like all these people who've met him except for me. Did ZQ meet him? Maybe I'm lying, but yeah, it's going to be insane because the best part is on Twitter right now. Like you'll see, I'm leaving for TwitchCon soon, and I'm like, they are.
You.
I'm going to be there. It makes me feel.
And of course, I'm also really looking forward to seeing Kurt again. I had no idea that he was going to be there, and that he's going to be at the panel. So that's going to be cool. I haven't seen him since Minecon 2013, actually.
Oh my gosh, that's been a long time. Holy smokes.
Yeah, that was a long time ago.
I'm really excited to be reunited with Pause.
I know. Oh yeah, Pause is going to be there. So okay, because Kay hasn't seen him since what? Zeldathon Lives, literally. Holy smokes. What are you looking forward to though, Kay, overall?
I'm looking forward to meeting a whole bunch of new people, like experiencing like a game-related convention, not necessarily so much like generalized, I guess, like TV show-based and stuff like that. So that's going to be pretty exciting. I'm really excited for merch. I hope they have a whole bunch of Overwatch stuff, to be honest. That's all I've been doing with my life. That's all I do.
So I just pulled up my official TwitchCon schedule app, and I was looking at some of the things that I've scheduled, and like the one thing that I forgot that we haven't even mentioned that's going to be huge is at 2 p.m. in the big theater, the Kappa Theater, there is the keynote from Twitch, which I'm so excited to go to hear DJ Wee and Emmett Shear, the CEO, because they're going to be giving the deets on all the new details, the new features. Like, are we going to finally see subscription gifting? Maybe. They already dropped like auto hosting on us this week, and like there was one other feature that was dropped on us like just today, but I forget what it was off the top of my head. It's gone. But there's features coming, and I know about some secrets, but I'm not allowed to talk about them. Like there's stuff happening that this keynote's going to be huge. Like last time was really big, and this time I think it's going to be even bigger. So the keynote's exciting. There's the TwitchCon talent show that same day where our boy Jackson Prody from Zeldathon will be performing live. Banjo Tooie medley, I believe, or Kazooie.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm
so
not sure which one, but
And
it sounds
Dude.
awesome.
I think the other talents are pretty cool too. I think one of them's a belly dancer. So I've never seen a belly dancer on
in.
Twitch, but they're out there. So
That's very video game related. Yeah.
I think they're gonna do it to video game music. Say, hey, we in.
There we
This
go.
is-
That's the connection. That's
I
what we
just
need.
love that there's just so many like random Zeldathon members who aren't even going, as part of the panel we're hosting. They're just going to TwitchCon and they're gonna
I
be
know,
there.
and they don't.
Yeah.
Even, so the best part is like so Zeldathon is this big thing where we have like a bunch of people watch, like thousands of people watch, and not all of them know about like what we do like in the off season between the marathons. Like right now, we have 123 viewers, and that's like compared to the 7,000 sometimes we get during Zeldathon. That's a huge difference. So it's like there's gonna be people there who are gonna see us like, aren't you from Zeldathon? It's like I didn't even know you were gonna be here. It's like, oh yeah, you excited to see me? Well, guess what? We have like 12 of us here. It's gonna be crazy.
There's literally a dozen of us.
Similarly, the PJ Sultan competition is gonna be exciting. Our boy, the #1 Alex, who came to last marathon, is gonna be participating in that since he was crowned PJ Sultan of PAX West. So gonna want to see that. And the last thing I have on my list that's really exciting is the roast of DJ Wheat from Twitch. So they're actually gonna have a roast at Twitch, which I'm excited to go to TwitchCon. I'm gonna go to that. See how well the Twitch community can roast somebody.
Yeah.
So I'm super hyped. There's so much stuff going on, and yeah, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be great. Any more thoughts about TwitchCon before we move on? Anybody here?
Yeah, I mean, my basic plan is to
excitement
just
is
go.
real.
Yeah.
When I first saw our slotted schedule, I'm like, oh, 11 a.m. It's a little early, it's not gonna be good. And I realized that's Pacific time. It's gonna be like 2 p.m. to us. We're gonna be
I know.
fine.
Oh, yeah.
We're gonna be chill. I mean, the big thing is, so me, Kay, Campy, and Snarfy are all flying out tonight. So we literally leave from my house, from Hat House. We leave to go to the airport in a solid 6 hours. So we're gonna drive down to Pittsburgh, fly on out of here, and we'll be in San Diego because of time travel by 11 a.m. So that's pretty cool.
Am I the only one who's going to bed tonight?
I might nap.
Scott's eventually
I'm
going to
gonna
sleep.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna try and sleep for probably about 4 hours. I think is what I'm shooting for, but it may be less.
Yeah.
We'll see you tomorrow when you've had 2 hours of sleep.
What you mentioned of time travel, real quick, MC.
Yeah.
One of my favorite flight stories. So my dad had to travel to South Korea for business once,
Uh-huh.
and his flight back, the itinerary literally said, "Depart 9 a.m. Saturday morning. Land 9 a.m. Saturday morning."
Oh, sick.
I don't even have to leave. Great.
Man, I wish
Instant flight.
I love the
I'm
idea
there.
of like transportation oh look, I time traveled, I only was in the air technically for 4 hours, but no, you still we're still gonna be traveling like the Hat House crew. We're gonna still be not in a hotel and in my house for a solid 10 hours of total travel, and man, 10 hours, that's a long time when you think about it. And so I got me some good stuff. I got Survivors came out tonight, so I haven't seen it yet. I'm gonna have that loaded up on the iPad, so that's a solid hour. I got the Boy and the Beast, which is the new film by the creator of Wolf Children and Summer Wars. I got that loaded up. I got some Monk. I got stuff on my iPad for days. I'm gonna be set, hopefully, and I might also just pass out on the second plane. So
As a proper stoic, I'm just gonna meditate the whole way there.
oh my gosh, you're gonna come and you're gonna be enlightened. You're gonna have a halo around your head.
I'll float wherever I need to go, just using the power of my mind.
I am great heaven, LP.
I got 3 cases still of Trials and Tribulations to play through, so that'll be my flight experience.
Cool.
I have 3 books and hopefully an endless supply of free Heineken on the plane. We'll see.
Kay, what's your plane distraction since we're already asking about it?
I brought a book on mindfulness, so I'm probably just gonna read that and maybe listen to music
excellent.
or sleep.
I know I was talking to Snarfy, or Snarfy was on his stream earlier today, and he was like, well, I don't really have business cards, so what we're going to apparently do tonight is when he wakes up, we're going to go out to Walmart before we head out to the airport, and he's gonna buy a bunch of note cards, split them in half, and then buy a pack of crayons and draw his own business cards and
That's
hand them.
awesome.
And I'm like, that is such a cool Snarfy thing, because if you've ever seen Snarfy's channel, everything about it is like, it's like, I drew this, yay, and it's so funny. And like, I've been working on like a chalkboard design for him, because I was like, I gotta make this, because the first time I tried to help Snarfy with redesign, it came out way too professional and bad. And so I was like, no, I have to go worse. I have to make this worse.
I have to go worse.
It's creatively worse, which is better. Anyways,
Looking at abstract art.
we're gonna move on. So Kay, I have something to tell you. I was gonna tell you earlier, but I have to tell you now. I don't know if I told you about this. So during Zeldathon Recovery, one of the longest goals in Zeldathon history, the grilled cheese competition, happened during Kay's game, which made her and other members of the couch very upset, because we didn't intend for it to last 2 hours. And Kay doesn't like the smell of grilled cheese. And it was terrible. It ended up making a very cool YouTube video, but for the actual Kay experience, it was very poor. And I feel very bad. So, did I ever tell you what I did to make it up to you, or did I just tell it to everybody else?
I don't think so.
So, immediately after the grilled cheese competition, and I started to finally get people ushered out, because people were talking in that room for like a long time too. So, I finally got people out, and I was like, I can tell Kay is not happy. I'm like, I need to improve this. So, the secret of what I did following the grilled cheese competition was, I went to Jackson immediately and showed him, like, can you learn Fetty Wap? And he was like, yes, I can. And he did. And that's when it all happened on like during the Rest of Fire Warriors. So that was all to bring the mood back up following the grilled cheese. I was like, I got Jackson on that for you. So
good. Thank you.
Yeah. So there's my apology in the form of music that I have given to you.
17th, it was great. Trap Queen by Jackson Prody was amazing.
The best part was So you were the victim of the longest goal this time, but during Hope, it was the Minish Cap. I felt bad for Trina, because the Ultra Kool-Aid took up most of like a solid hour on her run. So our goal for Cures is we're really working on structuring our like little like big event things that we're doing, so that way we can not have a scheduling errors where we go 2 hours. And of course the same thing happened to Scott, where like every time we'd finish up with these big goals, he'd be like, all right, you ready to do the puppets now? And I'm like, I'm going to bed. And I was like, no, I'm so sorry. Please forgive. So improvements are being made.
It made for a great video afterward, though.
Everything that is bad has been turned into a good video at the end.
The wonders of editing.
Yes. Oh, that's my thing. Anyways, Scott, since you've never been on the Zeldathon show, it's kind of a tradition for you to tell us about your first Zeldathon and how you kind of got involved with the whole group.
Oh man. How far back do we want to go and get details?
Go back. We got time tonight, so go for it.
All right. Yeah, I got involved in all this tangentially as a result of finding Mindcrack online. So I guess I graduated from college back in 2012, and I didn't know what I was going to be doing with myself after that point, because I thought that I was going to be going into the military, and like 2 months before I graduated, my contract was cut as part of the 2012 drawdown from Iraq, and so I was like at home like, oh, what the heck do I do with myself, with my life? And so during that time I started really starting to get into YouTube around Minecraft, right? Because I've been playing Minecraft since like 2010. Like a couple of my engineering friends at college found this game, and they're like, "Hey, we found this thing called Minecraft. You need to come check this out." And I was like, "What? That sounds like a really bad ripoff of World of Warcraft, and I'm certainly not playing that." But anyway, so I started watching this guy called Kurt J. Mack and his Minecraft Adventures videos. They had a couple thousand views per video at the time. Which for that time with Minecraft videos was, not uncommon and everything. But I just kind of got involved in watching his stuff. That series eventually became Four Lands or Bust. And, Kurt eventually got invited to Minecraft. And of course, MC
And then who else was also in Minecraft? This guy.
the phenomenal internet superstar,
Supreme
Super
MC
Mac
video
Gamer.
game player. Oh, or that one too.
Yeah, so Kurt started getting into this thing called Twitch, speaking of TwitchCon and everything.
Yeah.
And, I checked it out. And I think after one of his things, he had featured some of Six Alona's art in his videos.
Yeah.
And so I know who Six Alona was. And, oh, my gosh, Six Alona's in the Twitch chat. And then all this, Six Alona's like, well, the Kurt's live stream is ending. I'm going to go ahead and stream. I was like, okay, that sounds cool. So
and then did Six Alona do my work?
And guess who was hanging out on that stream? None other than
that
guy.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm pointing.
You did it. You did it.
Yeah, that guy. And so I started watching, and then I was like, oh yeah, SuperMCGamer seems like a really goofy dude. I wanna check out his stuff. And of course, him being a huge Zelda nerd like me, I wanted to check that stuff out.
And so you basically watched my channel a bunch until eventually, then I just mod you out of the blue like I usually do.
Until Senpai noticed him.
Yeah,
that's right. Senpai noticed me, and I ascended to the ranks of the Eternal Rocket Executive Force.
Yes.
And so I decided to go to PAX East 2013.
Mm-hmm.
Just to go check it out and meet some folks and stuff like that. So I met up with MC for the first time
and
in
I
PAX
have
East 2013.
I have a good story for this. So I met you there at PAX East, and it was really weird because like we just started talking, and like I didn't have so the Minecraft guys, that was my first time meeting them, and so I didn't really I wasn't really connecting as well with them quite yet. But with you, we just talked for a while since you watched my channel and stuff, and then we became buddies where I basically dragged you everywhere. I kept just comparing to Doctor Who. I had companions during PAX East that I just kind of took places, and you were one of them. And did I invite you to Zeldathon right then and there during that, or?
No. So what happened after that was we of course hung out, and us and Minecraft did a whole bunch of stuff during that convention, and that was a really fun convention with a lot of positive memories. That was a lot of fun. It was after that point that Zeldathon was coming up, and I had watched all of Water and everything. It was like, oh, this is the greatest thing ever. I love it. And Robin actually 5 days before the marathon came to you and was like, hey, should we bring Scott? And then so I just got a message out of the blue yeah, you should come on up here.
Yeah, that was actually pre-invite for Zeldathon. That was before Zeldathon had official invites. It was just come to my house.
Come hang out on camera. Okay. And so I got my car and drove up there, and I think I arrived on day 2 or something.
Oh no, I know where this is going. I know exactly where this is going. Okay, yep, go for it.
This is also the origin of the Sheets meme.
Yes, it is.
So, I drive up there. I am so nervous about this because Here's the thing about nerds. We're always super nervous about big groups of people and everything, even if it's other nerds. So I'm just oh my God, there's gonna be 15 people here who I've never met before, and I'm gonna be hanging out with them constantly for 4 straight days. What am I getting myself into? This is nuts, right? And so I get into town, and I pass, lo and behold, my favorite pit stop on road trips, Sheets. And I was like, oh my God, there's a Sheets in your town. And I stopped there to get a chicken sandwich.
You got a nice chicken sandwich.
It's just chicken sandwich. Perfect screenshot there. Excellent. And so Zelda Queen left the marathon to go back to Canada Land about the same time that I stopped at Sheets. And so I missed meeting her by 3 minutes. And so I stroll in with my Sheets, and I'm just oh, hey, I'm here. And they're you just missed meeting ZQ. And I'm oh, I did? They're what's that? That's my chicken sandwich. Oh, so you missed meeting her because you had to go get a chicken sandwich.
Yeah.
What's this place? Sheets? And I was
And none of us knew about it,
you
even though
sweet
we
summer
live in this
children,
town.
Come with me. I have so many things to teach you about. But yeah, my first experience was opening the front door and the stream was right there.
I know,
and I was
yeah.
like, hi, who
So-
are you? And
so,
I'm
like,
just
during
oh my god, who are all you?
So that's one of the reasons why during Zeldathon Classic we're doing it in this room, not the main room, so people don't just like walk into stream, because that is so distorting when you go from the outside roll right into, hey, and welcome to stream, great stuff. it's yeah.
I kind of miss that in a way, though. I definitely think my favorite marathons were definitely, lives, certainly, because it was my first, and there were so many great jokes that came out of that.
Like me breaking my leg and that me to the hospital.
Oh
that was fun.
That was
Good
a very,
times.
very memorable marathon. Of course, I really, really, really liked St. Jude. That was a fantastic.
Oh, I
one.
loved St. Jude, yeah.
Yeah, really, really, really great one.
Because you had to come up on during Christmas to bring your computer because
Yeah.
mine blew up. So
Yeah, I get like a text message from MC, and he's like, "My computer died. Can I use yours?" And I was like, "Yeah, I guess so. Can you bring it right now?" I'm like, "Dude, it's Christmas." I'm like, okay. So
Merry Christmas.
drove
Let's
up
do
there, got
Zeldathon.
there at like what 11 p.m. or something.
Yeah.
And then we all kind of sat down and watched the Doctor Who Christmas thing together, and that was great.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess just going through everything, it's interesting because I've attended a lot of marathons. I think at this point I've attended like 2/3 of them, right? We're starting to get close to that.
Since lives, because you also had Headstone for a Hero.
Yep.
So that was Marathon 9 was your first, and we're up to 18 this winter. So
Yeah.
yeah.
So it's getting there. It's interesting how as you go forward, things start to kind of meld together a bit, but I still have really distinct memories of specific things from specific marathons. So it's like, it's great because this is starting to become a staple of my life, and I really like having that to look forward to every 6 months because we get to raise a ton of money for charity, which gives personally it gives my life a lot of purpose. I really think it's a great thing to do that we all do, and being able to hang out with friends every 6 months and just get away from everyday life is just really
The
really
escape
awesome.
and rejoin the family for a bit.
Yeah, exactly.
The family, because we're mob, we're a gang, so come join
true.
the family.
One thing that's
it's
really
true.
nice is, Zeldathon is now my New Year's every year. That's just how I celebrate bringing the New Year with Zeldathon. Why not?
Yeah, who needs a New Year's party? Because when you have 60 of your closest friends playing The Legend of Zelda every single New Year's. It's like, don't you want to play a different game? No, we don't want to play a different game. Bless. Good use of mute button. Well done. I'm going to give you a gold star for that. Actually, without gold stars, you can have a Twitch button. There you go.
I have frequently been accused of being a professional, so yeah.
No, MC, to answer that question, yes, we would like to play a different game. It's called Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, we're on it. Don't
Oh.
worry. That's not even Legend of Zelda. It's some new game. It's great.
It's World of Zelda. It's great.
Anyways, one thing before we move on into Nintendo news, I have a couple things I want to mention. Jiggy actually mentioned donation trains, which interrupted his run of A Link Between Worlds because we had the biggest donation train ever up until the end of the marathon during the last run, and he couldn't talk the entire time. So if you're wondering, we actually do have measures in place to kind of help the sound during a donation train, specifically after a certain number of donations. I don't know if I talked about this on stream before. After a certain number of donations go off, hold on, ZQ just got me. Thank you, ZQ, for the 100 bits. What I was going to say is, so after a certain number of donations in a donation train, if your donation is under $5, it'll play a really muted version of the donation sound. So instead of that's all we hear for a solid hour. And instead, it'll be quieter and it'll only play at full volume the bigger donation sounds, so we know that some big came through. So that way, it'll probably make it a little easier for everybody, the donation reader to talk and the couch to continue their discussions. So that's something we have coming partially because of mute Jiggy, which happened on accident due to the donation train. Anyways, on that note, I think we're good to move on into Nintendo news. We got some fun stuff to talk about tonight.
Oh, Nintendo.
We're going to start out talking about Nintendo was recently rated Japan's favorite video game developer. Following after them include Square Enix, Capcom, Konami, Sega, and Pokemon, because Pokemon is technically a separate company. So I kind of just want to ask the question to all of you, Kay, starting out, who is your favorite game developer, like overall?
Oh boy. I don't know. I'm pretty fond of like top 3. Obviously, is Nintendo, Square Enix, and Capcom.
Mm-hmm.
Like those are the things I grew up with. Everything else is kind of like, I like Blizzard.
Blizzard's really good, yeah.
I was like, does that help?
Yeah. Who develops Dynasty Warriors? Because I know you're a fan of that one.
I'm pretty sure isn't that Konami?
I thought it was Koei Tecmo. Actually,
Is it?
I think it is.
Is it Koei?
Yeah, I think you're right.
It is
MC.
Koei. You're right, because they look very similar, like fonts.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking. I'm like trying to imagine the logo appearing right at the beginning of the game. I'm like, there's a big red ball somewhere.
By the way, I never recognized this. That Kay is actually in my house. She's about like on the opposite side of that wall. The wall behind Kay is like I'm right behind that wall. You can also notice that she is sitting on the Zeldathon couch, and also behind her is the Hyrule map, which if you look closely on, you can still find whipped cream from whipped cream pies on it. It is literally like it is there. If you look like close to like the start of the map, there is like white whipped cream. Kay is pointing to it right now.
It's right up there.
Yeah, so we have archives right behind K right now. Anyways, also thank you to Just Conks also for the 100 bits. So Jamie, who's your favorite devs? Your favorite devs? I think Jamie froze.
He's deep in stoic thought.
Wait, hold on. I think it's coming back. Jamie, return to the land of the living. Or make the Jamie face.
Sorry, I might be cutting out. My internet is.
Oh, there he is.
Oh. Scott, why don't you answer while Jamie's internet recovers?
Sure. Well, while we wait for Toronto to get its crap together, here we go. I think that if you're talking about over my entire experience of being a gamer, honestly, Rareware back in the day was definitely my favorite. Rare, followed up on that. So I guess if you want to go with the continuity of it, I'm really, 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 really looking forward to Yooka-Laylee from Playtonic.
Yeah.
It remains to be seen if they're going to be a favorite dev of mine. I'm hoping they make future games after this. I assume they will because the Kickstarter was phenomenally successful. The game is anyway. So definitely those guys. Nintendo obviously because despite all the sort of bumps in the road over the last decade for Nintendo as a company, they've just continued to bust out quality game after quality game in their core IPs, and they're games that I just thoroughly enjoy playing, and they're great and awesome. I think if you're going for a game that I've recently had a lot of fun playing, is a game called Everspace.
I've heard of it. What is it?
It's a roguelike third-person starfighter game. It's kind of like a third-person FTL, if you remember the indie game FTL. Mm-hmm. Except you control the ship in the third person and stuff like that, and it's a lot of fun. But it's made by a company called Rocketfish Games. So
you've been really into indie devs. Yeah, I mean,
oh my gosh, like it's so hard for me to get into a video game anymore just because of time and a whole bunch of stuff, and I won't comment on my perceived general slide in overall quality in video games over the last couple of years, but this game just so much fun. I think I've sunk like 18 hours into this game so far over the last 3 weeks, which is more hours that I've played in a game over the last year combined. So
right, yeah. So I'm with you completely. Also, Jiggy is now throwing bits literally at me. Like I saw six come in one at a time. Anyways, I got distracted by that. My favorite dev is probably Nintendo, but I think going past Nintendo. I think that the Pokemon Company International is very good at stuff. I used to be a very big fan. I think I kind of still am of Ubisoft. Like, if Ubisoft, it's not about necessarily always their quality of games, but why I really like Ubisoft is the attitude that they have. They're a very fun company. They're very much like Nintendo in that there's like, let's make some fun stuff. It'll be great, and they do succeed with stuff like Just Dance, and the Assassin's Creed series was very successful back in the day. Nowadays, kind of growing a little stale, so they're trying to work on that. And so I appreciate Ubisoft, and like Ubisoft's E3 press conferences are always the highlight of E3 because they're always so off the wall weird. And they had the Rayman games, which have always been really good. So I really enjoy Ubisoft. So I'd say Ubisoft is up there. Even if I don't necessarily own a lot of their games, I think they're really cool because of that. Jamie,
Yeah, what's up?
what's your question?
My
Or
question?
you're not answering your question. Who's your favorite dev? I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so this is an interesting one. I think my favorite devs in terms of what they do and how they make their games would be, I can't pick a favorite, but my top three would probably be Team Ico, Double Fine, and I mean, he only made one game, but Phil Fish did an amazing job with Fez. It's one of my favorite games of all time. And if every game was made that way without the developer being a terrible, terrible, awful person, then I would be happy with video games forever. But I mean, Team Ico is for Shadow of the Colossus and Ico, and Last Guardian's coming out this year. I'm so excited.
Gotcha.
And then Double Fine,
They do everything.
yeah. But those are the companies I prefer so much in terms of the way they make their games and the way they approach the design of the games. And I think that's what makes a good developer, in my opinion. So that would be my options.
Yeah. Excellent. So next, I kind of want to talk about the Wii U because as of this week, not just this week, but before production has ended of the Wii U, they're no longer making more consoles. But as of this week, retailers in Europe are no longer able to order more. So like Wii U's are like done, and also Foxconn confirmed that NX production, they're currently doing a trial run of NX consoles, which, by the way, we still know nothing about. Just throwing that one out there. So at this point, it's looking like we are definitely in the end times. It's not like there's going to be a delay at this point. It's like we're in the end times of the Wii U, so it's kind of like we're saying goodbye. And I thought we'd make light of the situation here on the Zeldathon show. So talk about our favorite Wii U memories. Personally, I very much remember getting the Wii U for the first time because we were in this house and we drove out to GameStop, and we even vlogged it. It's on my old, really, really old YouTube channel. And
yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, and we went out and got the Wii U and brought it back and set it up, and it was okay. And I've always enjoyed my Wii U with the same console still sitting next to me. It's never failed me. However,
you don't have the same gamepad.
I do not have the same gamepad because so this is a fun story that happened with me and Scott. So my gamepad that I bought on launch day is right there in Scott's hands. Why? Because
fingerprints and all.
So
I have SuperMCGamer's fingerprints. I've never cleaned it because I'm such a fan.
DNA for cloning. It's fine.
So basically what happened was...
I definitely don't have an army of MC Gamers in my closet.
Please send them my way. I need them for further work. Anyways, Scott, basically, he was like, I want to get a Wii U around the time of the Wind Waker HD launch. And I was like, holy smokes, I want the Zelda edition, the Wii U gamepad. But you can't get the gamepad unless you buy the whole console. And I also wanted the box for my Zelda collection. And so I organized a trade with Scott. I would give him my gamepad and box if he gave me his gamepad and box, and I also paid him the gas to get up here to complete this trade, and then we hung out and played Wind Waker HD all night.
It was great. I think you gave me something else too, and I can't remember what it was.
I think I bought snacks for us when we went to Walmart that night. We bought snacks. Yeah, I remember buying snacks.
I think you fed me that trip.
I think we got snacks.
Yeah,
it's always about the snacks. So those are some of my greatest memories, and also playing the Wind Waker HD on launch night, and just like waiting for everybody else watching on Twitter, so everybody else downloaded it. Like that's definitely up there. Kay, do you have a favorite Wii U memory?
My Wii U travels to Zeldathon with me. every marathon.
Yeah.
It's like a traveling companion. That's my favorite memory. Is that weird?
Well, it's great.
It's like a weird little staple because it's like always in this cute little. It's like I just like I used to bring the whole entire system, but now I just bring like the brick.
Yeah.
And I'm like pet it like it's a cat. And I'm like, we're gonna do so well this marathon, little buddy.
So then when it's time for your run of Hyrule Warriors, it's always a thing. And I know because like you come up to me like during the game setup screen, like while the announcer's yelling and screaming at the people to donate, like you come up to me and you hand me your Wii U and I'm like, thank you, Kay, and I get it. I swap out Wii U's, and that's always a really fun thing because it's like the only time we ever do a console swap during Zeldathon. Really, like everything else is like part of the matrix array that we have all formed, but for Hyrule Warriors, since Kay has like the save file of the gods, we swap it out. So that's always a fun little thing. Scott, do you want to talk about your favorite Wii U memory, and we'll finish up with Jamie?
Well, obviously, doing the swap was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Every once in a while, I'll be playing my Wii U, and then I'll just look at the gamepad and I'm like, oh yeah, this was MC's.
Yeah.
What was I thinking? Yeah, I don't know. I guess, if we're talking about the games that, I'm going to continue to play on it, despite the fact that the console's dead. I'm really hoping they keep the servers active for a while. Because I really enjoy Mario Kart. Still do. It's great. I think it's the game that I play the most on the Wii U. My favorite thing still to this day is every time I get into a lobby, I spam the "I'm a little nervous" thing.
Yeah.
I picked that up from Pause from our sessions of playing Mario Kart, so I still do that. I think it's so funny, and I love it when people all like everyone in the room just starts spamming it in reply. It's great.
Special little
moments. I don't know. The Wii U, despite the number, I've bought tons of games on it.
Yeah.
It's kind of a forgettable console. I'm not gonna lie. Like I think it definitely had some of the prettiest aesthetics for games out of this generation. Just the popping colors and the commitment to 60 FPS is just really good.
Mm-hmm.
Like that was an excellent highlight for the console for me. But I don't know. I think it was such a misfire on the part of Nintendo. Just the marketing.
The marketing is the big thing. Like that's the poor thing about the Wii U. The Wii U would have been more successful if it had better marketing, and it wasn't called the Wii U. And so,
oh my god,
that's why we're all very much excited for the Wii U releasing next year in March. So it's gonna be exciting.
The Nintendo NX, still not the GameCube 2.
We know you don't know that. Nobody knows that.
I know.
No, there are people
Nobody knows
know it.
anything.
Sakurai wins Melee HD.
Yeah. So Jamie, what are your thoughts? Your favorite Wii U memory?
Okay. Well, I actually didn't buy my Wii U until February of this year, and that was for one reason and one reason alone. I'm sure MC, you might know what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was to practice for Twilight Princess HD, which was my run at Zeldathon. It's like, I want to keep my game. I might as well practice this, But I think with what comes to mind when I think good memories with the Wii U, it was the first time I ever played one was a couple of years ago. My friends and I, we went to one of the cottages, and one of my friends brought his Wii U. He's like, oh yeah, I don't have very much. I have Mario Kart. I have this Super Mario 3D World thing. I don't know. And on the last day of the cottage trip, we all got rained in on. So we're like, all right, I guess we're just going to play Wii U now. So we played so many hours of Mario 3D World. It was like the 4-player co-op, and I have never had as much fun playing a Mario game as I had during that time, the 4-player co-op.
Yeah.
And I just remember whenever I think of, Mario playing Mario together with friends, it's just, that rainy day in the cottage, just spending hours and hours playing that game. So, I had a really positive first impression for the Wii U. And it sucks that, I only got one this year because I feel like I could have had a lot more with it.
Yeah. I feel like, and it's crazy. So I've been like, Nintendo's done this thing. They seem to do always marketing, especially this is the best case example is Splatoon of this, where at first I'm like, I don't like a game at all. And over time, like the marketing convinces me, and I'm like, okay, I'm buying it on launch day. That's how it's going. Like they do really well. Like that's what happened with Splatoon, and that's what's happened for sure with Paper Mario Color Splash. I'm picking it up October 7th. I pretty much decided. I don't care if it's not exactly what everybody wants in the Paper Mario series. It looks really fun, and the writing on it looks phenomenal, so I'm excited for that. Anyways, that's all we have to talk about in terms of Nintendo news, Zeldathon news. But we do have a special video premiere before we get into your questions. For everybody here in the call, this is your chance. If you need to run to the restroom, go now. You can leave me now. Just go for it. But anyways, everybody stick around. We have a very special guest returning for this video. That's right. What am I talking about? You'll know in a second. So please enjoy this video. It's all about TwitchCon as well as some Zeldathon Classic news. I'll be back in just a couple minutes.
Hello, Zeldathon fans. It's me, the Zeldathon announcer, back in action to get you all hyped for Zeldathon Classic and Cures. But before any marathons, you will all have the chance to meet the Zeldathon team at TwitchCon. For the very first time, Zeldathon will be hosting a panel all about charity gaming marathons. Our panel will help participants learn the basics of starting their own charity marathon. It begins at 11 a.m. Pacific Time in Bible Thump Theater. For all of you who can't make it to TwitchCon, worry not, because it will be broadcasted live for you to watch at twitch.tv/TwitchCon Bible Thump. At TwitchCon, the team members that will be in attendance include Blue Hair IRL, Bushel of Chewy Goodness, Great Scott LP, Bauschen, Jiggy, Campy, Mojo, Richard McKay, Shadow Temple, Snarfy Bobo, SuperMCGamer, the #1 Alex, and Vidya James. During the entire event, we will have the excellent Zeldathon Cures information cards with us, so be sure to say hello to meet us and get a free card. Now, TwitchCon is going to be very exciting, but the hype doesn't stop there, because Zeldathon Classic is starting in only 2 weeks. Zeldathon Classic is a throwback marathon designed to bring some nostalgia to the longtime Zeldathon fans. We'll also be able to show our newer audience what it was like back in the day. All donations from this event will benefit Child's Play Charity, a cause that gives toys, games, and books to sick children in hospitals. Child's Play was also the first charity we ever raised for back in 2009. We will be playing over 72 hours of Zelda, live from Hat House, the location of Zeldathon Water, Lives, Headstone for a Hero, and St. Jude, starting on October 14th at 4 p.m. U.S. Eastern Time. But that's it from me for now, Zeldathon fans. Be sure to keep saving up funds to donate, and I'll be back soon for more hype.
And we're back, everybody. Welcome back. I hope you enjoyed that video. So basically, during that video, it talked all about how, of course, we're at TwitchCon, the details about the panel, and it also talked about we have the Zeldathon Cures cards that we're going to have. I'm going to try to basically outfit every member of the team who's there at TwitchCon with at least a couple cards to give out. So if you want one, stop by and see us. We're also going to try to pass them around. And also, Marissa just called out at the end of that video, I also include a brand new trailer for Zeldathon Classic, which was indeed a throwback to the very first Zeldathon trailer, including its music. So I hope you all enjoyed that. For those who saw the original Zeldathon trailer, we'll try to get something up so you can see like a little comparison later. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. It's up on YouTube right now. Share it out to your friends. Marissa, if you want to tweet that out, go for it, my friend. Let's dive into questions. Jamie, do you want to get us in here?
Yeah, sure thing. All right. The first question. Vidya James asks, MC, the Zeldathon ball pit hit 200 signatures recently. We're well on our way to hitting the goal by Zeldathon. What happens at 500 signatures?
The petition is complete, and it'll be sent to the Zeldathon executive offices, where it'll be reviewed internally for a couple months. So good luck, guys. Good luck, guys. I hope you get that done. Also, by the way, thanks to Smoople and Bapel. Who's Bapel?
That is Smoople's girlfriend.
I did not know
Hey,
this.
Yeah.
For handling the questions tonight. So thank you to both of them.
Yee.
MC, you cannot stifle the will of the people. The ball pit will rise.
We shall see,
Simon-
won't we?
Someone please link the petition in chat and everybody sign it. Anyway,
MC is foolish.
yeah. Next, sorry, I forgot to read the thank you. I didn't realize that was part of my job.
No, I forgot to do it. That was my fault, actually.
All right. Valor asked, "What is your favorite and least favorite sound?"
Secret sound.
Oh, secret sound. Okay, yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's like, what's your favorite sound?
Your- Your favorite secret sound and your least favorite. Man, there's so many good ones. I was all about Brother Man Bill this last marathon. I really like Brother Man Bill. I don't know. Anybody else have any favorites that they can shout out now? I know Scott, you like the Oh Baby It's Triple.
Oh yes, that one's always fun.
That,
1738.
yeah, the 1738s, both of them were really good.
Let's see, what's one that I really dislike?
It's hard to find ones that you dislike.
The thing is that they're all jokes.
They
like,
grow
that
on.
we
They
make.
grow on you.
Yeah. Of course, the ah ha 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 became a big thing during the marathon. I don't want to say it's overplayed as of right now, but I think I'm ready for a little break before Cures. So if I add that, I think it'll be funny again then. So it's kind of waving off a little bit.
I think,
Yeah.
yeah, my favorite is, the 2020, the Fox one.
Oh
It was
yeah,
amazing.
the one made by Arctic. That was so good. Oh my gosh.
And as for least favorite, I don't know if I have a least favorite. There were a couple I wasn't like I wasn't really big on. Like the soup one, I was like,
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the soup one.
I don't even remember.
What was the other
soup
one? The One of Us one. I was just like, what? I don't get the point of this.
It's mostly a
will say
community
not-
thing.
It's not my least favorite, but by far the stupidest donation sound that has ever been made is "Here Comes That Boy." It's so stupid.
You take that.
It is.
sacrilege
I know. It doesn't.
As the high priest of the Church of Sonic, his royal dankness, the Lord of memes.
Oh shit!
I mean,
I hereby
okay.
sentence you to being.
Okay, now speaking as one of the members of the coalition of joke blokes, we killed that boy. If you guys don't remember, during Zelda Battle Quest, that boy was dead. We should have removed the donation sound right there. But no, I really liked Kill Bill from the last one, but we didn't. No, it wasn't played as much because like during the Kill Bill, it like does the wah, wah, wah. And always whenever it came on, I'd always like time like I'd go like this to the camera, and at the end I was like ba ba da ba, and nobody else did it. I was like, it was a sound just for me. So maybe that's one I definitely wanted to mention.
Allow me to clarify. I said, it's quite possibly the stupidest donation sound we've ever made, but it's still funny.
Oh yeah,
It's funny. It's just really dumb.
yeah.
I'm sure if MC ever came up with like a Mewtwo King related donation sound, that would be my least favorite by default. But thankfully that doesn't exist yet.
The problem is Mewtwo King never does doesn't ever give any short sound bites. He always just goes for a while.
Were you watching his stream last night?
No.
He was like constantly in shock of like, why do I have 3,000 viewers? Why do you guys find me entertaining? I'm not entertaining. And then he does a bunch of stupid stuff, and it's like, oh, this guy's hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
What do we have next?
Bagbot29 asks, MC, will milestone numbers still have full volume sounds? For example, if the 1,000th donation is a $1 donation, would that play at full volume?
Maybe that's something that I've not considered. We're still in early development of stuff like that, but I'll bring that to the dev team as a possible note. So because that is a pretty decent idea.
Great.
Maybe even the 1,000th donation will play a special sound. Ooh.
Ooh.
Like a sparkle.
Gold by Paul asks, for Zeldathon Classic, will you be using Zeldathon Water Go Wheel or no Go Wheel like Ultimate Zeldathon?
The goal wheel will be present. It will be a digital goal wheel with Zeldathon Classic colors. But I think we also are going to have the new goal wheel, the resurrected goal wheel, the goal wheel 2, Awatik Bagaloo, in presence for Classic. There's not much room in here for it, but we'll probably bring it in for like some special occasions. I think I had some ideas that are not in my head at this exact moment. What's up, Sheik?
All right. Next question. Bagbot29 asks, Kay, how do you feel about the loss of our Lord and Savior Pepe?
Oh
Oh
yeah.
my god.
Oh, do you want to
That
tell
was
people about that?
Like, I can't believe they added him to like a hate list, like a hate symbol. Pepe is a hate symbol now,
Oh
which
my God.
shouldn't even be a thing because
never
it's
would've
not
happened.
what he's about.
This is never would have happened if we nominated Bernie Sanders. America messed up.
Bernie understands memes.
Ron Paul 2012.
Gotta hold a candlelight visual stream now.
Oh my God.
I'm just imagining your like little
I-
shrine to Pepe in
I
your
have to
closet.
change the,
Well, then Kay
one
would
of the
Kay would
Discord
Kay would be
names,
an
like-
extremist.
a Pepe extremist. Could you imagine? I had to take down poster Pepe's and just R.I.P. in peace, fam.
Yeah.
Because now you are officially a hater of the world, apparently. Anyways, what do we got next, Jamie?
Yeah. All right. Rubba Chicken asks, MC, in your experience, what is the most stressful thing for the marathons?
I think we can direct this over to everybody. I think the most stressful point is, for me, it's always like the setup day when we're running around and like there is always the opportunity for something to go wrong on setup day, like some sort of equipment gets damaged in the U-Haul on the way to Mars, and like that's scary. And like we've also had a computer explode during Zeldathon setup day once. So like the moment when I plug my computer into the power surge, like the surge protector, is one of the most stressful moments. Even though it was a complete anomaly last time and there was like grounding issues and like issues with the circuiting, and I'm very careful about it now, it still freaks me out. I don't even like part of the reason we're not doing it inside that other room is I don't want to move my computer, man. It works on this outlet. It doesn't explode. Last time I brought a computer out there to do a Zeldathon, it exploded. I'm not doing it again.
What about Steph kicking the computer with her energy legs?
Oh,
Dropping
yeah.
20 million hardcore frames.
So right below my desk, right here, we had the Zeldathon computer was connected via power cord, and she just had her legs out, you know, and she's accidentally unplugged the computer. She's kind of pulled it out, and it was like, and that was a flawless marathon too, because that was before Twitch put in their 48-hour
Flawless
restrictions.
victory. And then
Yep.
Marissa in chat actually reminded me of a good one from last marathon. The hotel turning off our internet during the countdown.
Screw that, man! I'm so angry. Did we ever talk about this?
wait, that happened?
Okay, so the best part was right before that happened. I was actually watching. I was still at work. I hadn't departed for Mars yet, and I was watching the countdown stream. And there was a short video that was like Abra and Jiggy doing interviews at New York Comic-Con or something.
Yeah.
And at the end of the video, Abra's like, "Wait, Jiggy, aren't you supposed to be at Zeldathon?" He's like, "Gotta go bye," and he runs away. And then it cuts off. That's the end of the video. And then as soon as the internet goes out, the entire chat was like, "Oh no, Jiggy ran so fast that he tripped over the internet cord."
So the funny thing is, that's not far off. So the hotel.
No, absolutely not.
So so we never told the story. The hotel internet for Zeldathon attendees was not good. It was bad, and luckily we're going to a different space station up at Mars, so we shouldn't have this issue again due to my testing. But anyways,
Musk space station.
so yes, the internet was not working good, and like Jiggy was like, "MC, can you do it?" I'm like, "I am stressed about my marathon, Jiggy. I will contact the hotel soon." And so Jiggy goes up to the front desk himself and says, "Hey, the internet's not working for us. Can you help us out?" And this prompts a hotel maintenance employee to wander into our stream room, which, I mean, I guess he has the right to do. It's his hotel, I guess. But he's like, "Well, let's try this." And he unplugs our internet and puts it into his own router or something. And I'm like, suddenly somebody like mentions the stream is down, and then I do the MC thing of leaping over tables to get to my computer. And then I'm like, "What happened?" I didn't even know the guy was in the room while I'm shouting about the internet. And like, he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I just I heard the internet was down." I'm like, "Not this internet connection." I was like really rude to him. I wasn't rude. I was just loud. I felt really bad immediately after, and I apologized to him. But like, the guy just unplugged the internet that was working because the other internet wasn't working. And I was like, no. Eventually they got it sorted out, but Jiggy complained, and so it's not Jiggy's fault because he was trying to fix things for everybody else, so props to Jiggy for that. But the hotel staff thought the solution to fixing their internet was to unplug my internet. So thanks, bruh. Anyways, now that I've ranted, Kay, stressful moment during Zeldathon?
I think it would
Favorite
have to be
stressful
the earlier Zeldathons, to be honest. Like having so many people sleep in the same house together and like constantly like trying to share bed space, and like there was like so and so has my blanket, they're in my sleeping space, like stuff like that, and only having one bathroom, also very stressful.
Aren't you excited for Classic?
God,
We're gonna
I'm
do it
so
all
excited.
again. One bathroom.
Oh,
One bathroom, my friend.
Hey, but
gonna
it's
be my
not
first
it's not a
time.
week long.
It's not. It's 3 days. Thank goodness. Scott?
my first time experiencing a house marathon.
Oh, Jamie, you're going to love it. It's going to be fun.
Oh, you sweet summer child.
Scott, a stressful
Oh my God.
Zeldathon moment?
I am so looking forward to like I was talking with MC about this the other day. I don't think I've looked forward to something as much as I've looked forward to the upcoming one in a very long time. A lot of nostalgia for those first few ones. But anyway, most stressful memory.
Not a stressful memory, but what's a stressful moment during Zeldathon, like a general like thing that happens like every marathon?
Well, you know, when you have so many different people together, like obviously we're united by a lot of commonalities, but we are different people. You know, you get into like day 3 at 3 a.m. and somebody who has like a little quirk that can sometimes get on your nerves suddenly gets amped up to like 11, and you're just like,
Yeah.
those are definitely moments where I'm just kind of like, okay, it's time for me to simmer down just a little bit.
Time,
I guess
time to go utilize the wonderful hotel rooms that old marathons don't. Isn't that right, Fox McCloud?
Wait, we're not gonna have a hotel pool. I am, but it'll be interesting to experience old Zeldathon just for a couple days.
Oh, you'll enjoy it.
It's great.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I like the way that the current marathon is and everything, and I understand why we definitely should not have 60 people in MC's house.
Yes, I do
But
too.
at the same time, it felt more intimate. Is that the wrong word?
Well, here's
Like,
the thing
it's
about
just- yeah.
The thing about Hat House marathons are there's nothing else to do. Like, we don't have a hotel pool at Hat House. We don't have a lobby for you to go and chill room. You can still hear stream, you know, like the thing about Hat House marathons, everybody was like really into the marathon because that was the only thing you had to do. Like, so I think that's the big difference. The bigger marathons now, like, you can just not be on stream for 24 hours if you don't want to be. We don't need you necessarily. I mean, we want you, but people can take care of things. We have so many people; it's all taken care of. So, I think that with the new location on Mars, that things are going to be kind of calling back to like Hope and deluxe style stuff, where it was a little bit more intimate because I really like what we have going on there. So, I think that's good stuff. Anyways, we're on beyond things. For next question, yes, JD?
Yeah, okay. Nico Bun asks, imagine it's 2021 and the NX is finally into production. What are your favorite NX memories? What? I have an answer for this one.
Yeah.
Playing Melee HD.
I think.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I think that the fact that it wasn't GameCube 2.0, where it was just a box that played super powerful, really awesome Nintendo games, I think that really hurt Nintendo this cycle again. It's like they can't learn.
I don't know. My favorite NX memory. It's been a great couple of years playing the NX. But honestly, my favorite thing about like being able to detach the controller and take it on the go. My favorite part was how the experience just wasn't as good as at home. So it might as well just been a home console. So the gimmick was cool, but I think it was just kind of underutilized, especially the devs. They never really put any special features into it. So that was a little bit of a shame. But I really did enjoy it. There was one moment I did go out to the park and I played Pokemon Go on my NX slate, and it was really nice. So that was cool. Okay.
I also.
Yeah, Scott.
Sorry. Oh, I was going to say, it was also really surprising that the NX generated a portal to another dimension. I thought that was kind of a weird extra thing. But, it was kind of welcome. I understand that a number of people never made it back to their living rooms. But, that's a small price to pay for being able to do interdimensional travel.
I mean, after €6.99 euros, I mean, that's definitely worth it. So,
yeah, certainly.
100%. Kay?
I have no idea what's happening. What?
We're pretending that the NX has been out for 5 years and our thoughts on it.
Oh, I'm sure it's great. I love playing Hyrule Warriors 3.
Oh, I wish, man.
Ooh.
I'd be down for that.
I can't believe they actually released newer Super Mario Bros. 3.
Wait, would you call it newer Super Mario Brothers?
Yeah.
Oh.
Duke Nukem Origins.
Super
Oh,
Mario
no.
4D World.
Bayonetta 5.
And most importantly, let's not forget on the final release of Half-Life 3, exclusively on the
Oh
NX.
yes, definitely.
Exclusive on the
I stood in line
The
for
NX
4
is
days
actually
for
a
that.
Steam machine.
Oh no, it's SteamOS.
Checkmate,
It's all
atheists.
loose. Alright. Okay, next question. Link12684 will you guys record your panel for those who won't be there? And I can actually answer this one. I don't know if we're going to be, like, making an official recording. Okay, it looks like MC's holding his camera, so I guess we are. But,
Yes.
Sure, the cameraman's a jerk, though.
Yeah, I will say, though, TwitchCon is actually streaming all of their panels. And if you look at the schedule on the TwitchCon site, our stream is at the Bible Thump Theater at 11 in the morning Pacific Standard Time, and it's on twitch.tv/TwitchCon Bible Thump. So you can watch it there.
And we'll make sure to tweet and blast that out so everybody won't miss it. So there'll be retweets for days, and you should retweet too when it happens.
For real.
But yeah, no. We are recording it as well with the Zeldathon highlight camera. Jiggy's bringing a camera as well. So Scott's in charge of recording for us, so he's gonna make sure we get some cool angles. So that way we can like splice it in with the Twitch recording. We can have like multi-camera like craziness. It'll be awesome. So.
Yep. Okay. Deep Thought asks, everybody, what is your opinion on Pokemon and the new Pokemon game? Not playing it.
You're not gonna play Sun and Moon?
No, I haven't played a Pokemon game since Gen 4. It's just, I'm not that into Pokemon anymore. Sorry, fan.
So Kay, you are getting the new Pokemon game?
For the sassy Meowth, heck yeah. I plan on getting Moon.
You're getting Moon?
Yeah.
I think I have to get Moon too. I have a commitment to the colors blue and purple. So.
Same.
Scott, what about you? New Pokemon game?
After Pokeathon, I definitely pre-ordered the game. I'm very grateful for the Amazon Prime 20% pre-order discount.
Yes.
Excellent. It's the only way I buy video games anymore, besides Steam. I am. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a lot of fun, I think. I can't wait to wield the brand new super elongated executor is a baseball bat. That's probably my favorite feature of the new game. And of course, I've been playing Pokemon Go, which has been a lot of fun. I recorded a video on launch night that I've yet to edit together and put on my YouTube channel. So there you go.
I'd like to give shout outs to Zeldathon Mom Lizardu, who's telling me to bring my bag, but don't worry, I got my bag all ready to go for the camera. I just have it on the charger right now, so I'm making sure it's all good. So don't worry, Mama Liz. We all good. It even has a little Twitch button on it, so you know it's going to TwitchCon. All right. Next question.
Okay. Yeah, Leolite asks, if you were able to be thrown in a fictional world, what would it be and why?
Candy Crush. End of story.
Land of Hyrule.
Hello, Luigi.
That doesn't answer why, though.
Why? Because it's
Wasn't
friggin'
that...
Hyrule.
Did they ask?
That's like the most Zeldathoner answer ever. Jamie's like, if I was thrown to Mystical Land, it'd be Hyrule. Why? Because it's Hyrule. You can't beat that. I don't know. I'd probably actually say Hyrule because Candy Crush would be terrible for you. Scott, where are you going?
This is a really lame answer, but it's either going to be Harry Potter or Star Wars.
Oh, yeah. No. Oh, man, I almost want to throw at Hyrule.
I want to be a wizard.
Yeah, I kind of want to be a wizard. Like, I don't care about being a Jedi. Like Jedis are cool, but I'd rather be like, I could just make things float for the fun of it.
Yeah,
This is- okay.
being a wizard, or which would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Like they used to, like, when the Star Wars prequels came out, you know, Chris, I was like, what, 12, 13, 10 at the time, whatever. They had these stupid, novels that they churned out about, Obi-Wan Kenobi as a young Padawan or whatever. And, these are obviously, garbage. We got to push out as many of these as we can while the prequels are still popular, sort of things. So they're not very good books, but I remember reading those and being like, why can't the Star Wars world be real?
You know how many people do that with Pokemon? Like the kids who want Pokemon to be real. Like,
oh, that's another one. Oh yeah, no, nope. I'm changing my answer. We're going Pokemon. I'm gonna be a Pokemon master.
I don't want to be friends with something that's way bigger than I am. Could you imagine having a Snorlax?
no, it'd be awesome. You could just like lay on him. It'd be great.
Yeah, but what if he rolls over in his sleep and he crushes me?
Then you lived a long and full life.
Because you're living in the Pokemon world.
I don't want to. No, I'm living in the world of Harry Potter.
I probably it's between Harry Potter and Hyrule
Dragons
to
in
me.
that world. That's dangerous.
Everything's dangerous in all these fantasy worlds. Let's be honest. Like, unless we're going to Nintendogs.
Well, I would have been born after the Wizarding War, so it would have been fine.
There could be another war. I don't know. Anyways, what's our next question?
All right. Mishi asked MC, what drew you to Legend of Zelda for the first time you played?
Well, it was mostly my sister's Game Boy had the cartridge in it, and I turned it on, and there was Koholint Island presented to me for the very first time, and I had no idea what I was doing, but I swung my sword, and
wait,
yeah,
MC,
yeah,
you're. I think we've had this moment before, but my first game was Link's Awakening DX.
yeah, we talked about it. Mine was the normal Link's Awakening, and my parents got me because I kept stealing my sister's Game Boy to play it. They got me a purple Game Boy Color with Link's Awakening Deluxe, and so
yeah, I think my folks got me that for Christmas, like the year after I got my Game Boy Color.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway,
Jamie, did you have anything that drew you to Zelda?
When I first got my N64, all I played was Pokemon Stadium because that's all I cared about at 6 years old. And every day on the bus to school, I had a friend who would recommend new games for me, and one of the games was Ocarina of Time. So that's what
that was
I
a
got
good
into.
recommendation overall, I'd say. I mean, it
absolutely.
didn't have the greatest reviews, but
all of his recommendations were really good. But yeah, it was Ocarina of Time, and then a couple years later, my friend got Majora's Mask and fell in love with that game, and from there, just went on up.
Scott?
I
think you kind of mentioned it.
I played Link's Awakening DX. And that was my first Zelda. It's the only Zelda that I own that I've still yet to beat. I've never gotten around to it. I'm on like Temple 7.
That's a tough one. Like 7 is like the hardest dungeon in that game. 8's a lot easier, I think.
I think. I played it off and on over the years, and I think I gave up when I was like 13 or whatever, and I haven't gone back to it since. So I may sit down and actually try and play through the game on my own at some point. But yeah, no, I think Ocarina of Time was the one that really got me into it. Like just, I was like totally into that game. I drew all the characters and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, I don't have any of that art anymore. I think it all got thrown out when we moved. But
such is the way. We moved
yeah,
on.
no, I was totally into that game.
Hmm.
It was I think that's what really started me down, being a huge nerd that now has like 3 Master Swords over by the side of my bed.
Thanks to Stone Money 533 for the sub, by the way. This came in during the show here, so thank you very much. You got a wall of blesses for you. Also, I see in chat Lobuscus saw the Zelda Symphony tonight. What was your favorite your favorite piece? So let me know, and I'll be watching the chat. Well, Kay, I thought Scott had like a rifle, but that is in fact his microphone arm. It looked really strange. I was like, whoa!
Actually, he kind of does, because his shirt kind of like makes the second like.
Yeah,
like an assault rifle.
I know. I'm like, I was like, Scott,
like,
why?
A combination between your arm and like your mic. That's exactly it. You're in the range.
I know. Anyways, Kay, how did you get into Zelda?
That's hilarious.
My babysitter's kid actually had an N64, and she was always playing Ocarina. So I would sit and watch her play it, and just got into it that way. I thought it was really cool. I didn't have an N64, but she would always let me come watch her play. So I guess that's how I got into watching Twitch streams too, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
In a roundabout way.
So Lobuscus liked Gerudo Valley. I'm glad you liked Gerudo Valley. Yeah, Gerudo Valley was like one of the first songs. So yeah, they're very cool. I'm glad you enjoyed Gerudo Valley. Gerudo Valley is a good one. Anyways, what's our next question?
All right, Sheikah Zelda asks, what is your estimate total of Zeldathon Classic?
Hold on, I'm gonna actually run the numbers real quick. So just hold with me. Scott, would you like to share your estimates for Zeldathon Classic?
Headstone was about 8,000.
No, it was 10,000.
Did we hit 10?
We hit 10.
Oh, that was 8. Anyway, I would be pleasantly surprised if we broke 25.
Jamie, your thoughts?
At least 30K.
At least 30? Kay, your thoughts?
I was thinking 20 because I lowball everything, so I'm not disappointed.
Man, to think 20K is lowballing it now in this day of Zeldathon.
I know, isn't it weird?
All right, so I've finished my calculations, and here's what I've come up with. So I have no idea. I have no estimate. I am happy if we reach $5.01. If we can hit something amazing, that will be cool. Look at Link, look how adorable. Anyways, I'm sorry. He was just there. And yeah, so I have no estimates. I'll be happy about pretty much anything. So yeah.
All right, next question. Sheikah Zelda asks, have you heard any good songs lately?
No.
Guess I could start.
Yeah.
You know, I have Spotify, so, and, you know, I travel a lot for work, so, you know, I just listen to podcasts and music. And so instead of listening to the albums I have saved, I've started listening to the radio, you know, stations based on everything. And I came across a band called The Algorithm. This is the most nerdy metal thing ever. The band's name is The Algorithm, and it's math metal.
Math metal?
Yeah. Math metal basically is like progressive metal that's based off of algebraic equations.
Oh, cool.
It's so mind-bogglingly pretentious and nerdy. But it's really cool because it's like a mixture of djent metal and electronic dance music. It's really good. Mm-hmm. Like two things you necessarily wouldn't combine together, but it's like hard style mixed with djent metal. I really like it.
I've actually been into I guess the one thing I can say is the latest album I've bought was the Super Guitar Bros. They put out a new album. It's called Nice. So Super Guitar Bros come to Zeldathon, of course. They actually put out right there, those guys. They put out a new album. That's not their new album. Their second album is called Nice. It is the most amazing cover for a video game like album I've ever seen. So look it up. Super Guitar Bros. Nice is the name of the album, and it's got some good stuff on there. Kay, what have you been listening to?
I listened to my Pandora on shuffle, so I haven't really heard anything new. I've been listening to a lot of Into the Woods though lately. So
cool. Jamie?
Yeah. So I listen to the radio sometimes. Just recently, I finally acquired a car with an aux cord, so I can finally listen to my own iPod and not the radio. And I find that even like the indie stations on the radio are too like generic pop-y for me. But when I was driving a moving van with Maria earlier this month, a song came on called Welcome to Your Life that's been stuck in my head pretty much every day since. And it's actually a really, really catchy song, despite it being kind of poppy. I still really like that one. Aside from that, I've been so disconnected from new music lately. The only new album I've listened to in the past while is Frank Ocean's new album, which was really, really, really good, but not too much from my end.
Gotcha. Anyways, I think we're about at the point where I kind of want to do rapid fire questions. So real quick here.
Keep it quick. Frosty asks, what is the most unique term for a person's follower base that you ever heard of? Hot gay dads, Whitwicks.
The raindrops for Insane in the Rain music. Kay, anybody?
The K-base.
The K-base. The TTC.
All right. Yo, the bus system in Toronto is called the TCC. It throws me off. All right. Link12648 asks, progress on the ball pit. Signatures are being collected. Sign the petition. Copper Dragon's buying some stuff. It's going to be great. Sheikah Zelda asks, what is your favorite slap/pie?
I think we talked about the Noah Schrader slap for the Liz Rage. That one was really good. But I also liked all the floppy apple pies this latest marathon. Those were really good.
I'm a big fan of the slap chat.
Oh, the slap chat. That one was good.
Slap chat.
I don't have my phone. Like, but you know what I'm talking about. Yeah.
All right.
I got hit in the face with Cheese Whiz once.
How was that?
It was awful. Jaren like smeared it all down my face.
Good. For the donors.
It smelled weird.
Okay, Rubber Chicken asks, MC, who is melee behind you? That can't be.
Yeah, it's campy. He's always playing games behind me.
Z-Wind asks, Kay, how do you keep your hair that beautiful?
That's a good question. I'm gonna be like Donald Trump and just avoid answering everything.
Yeah, it's a good question, even better answer.
The answer is wrong. Next question.
Finally, Leolite asks, one must-have souvenir from TwitchCon, and I'm gonna say purple Twitch hoodie because I don't have one because I came one Zeldathon too late.
I'm gonna go with anything purple. I have no idea what's gonna be there. I hope I get some good artwork personally.
Probably like a hoodie.
Hoodie.
Yeah, just
Not too.
a hoodie.
Yeah.
I'm not too into the merch, but I've promised that I'm gonna get in there and get some pictures of everything, and then Penny's gonna have me buy something. And when I go to the UK in April, I'm gonna hand it over. So there you go.
Very cool. Anyways, that's it for questions tonight. First of all, I'm gonna quickly pop open the Patreon list here. Thanks to everybody on the list, of course, as always. The list will be updated for October. I promise you. It's been a crazy September. If anybody's been watching, I recently was part of the announcement of Direct Relief Gaming, something a little bit separate from Zeldathon. It's a new charity initiative from Direct Relief, which is super cool. You can check it out. I've been retweeting all about it. So our big thing is we're going to hopefully get some more people into charity broadcasting, so you too can do something like Zeldathon and raise for a charity that we've already raised for, that we love a lot. So thank you to everybody up on the board for helping me keep on going. We're slowly working towards the dream here, and you guys are keeping it alive. So patreon.com/SuperMCGamer if you are interested. And of course, thank you to everybody who joined us tonight. We're all going to TwitchCon. All of us are going to be here. But do we have any things coming up in terms of stream? Jamie, you were on a couple weeks ago. Any plans currently?
Yeah, so I finally figured out how to set up streaming again. Unfortunately, I have to borrow Kelly's laptop in order to do it. So I'm working on an alternative solution, but I should stream every now and again whenever I feel like up for it. So,
Scott?
My Windows Surface is strong enough to stream, and I'm gonna bring a webcam with me, and I'm contemplating doing strategic understreams at TwitchCon. So
cool. Let's do it.
I'm so busy with work these days that I barely have time to do anything fun in my own life, let alone make content. So I'm not worth checking out.
You're always worth it. Maybelline or what is it? You're worth it? I don't freaking know.
L'Oreal. That's right.
Is it L'Oreal? I don't know.
Yeah, L'Oreal's worth it.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I was just going to say, thank God TwitchCon is not on a Wednesday, so we don't have to record the show at TwitchCon.
Yes.
Remember that?
Yeah.
That Zeldathon show was great.
Dude, they're fun. I love event Zeldathon shows where we all get together. Like I'm excited for the. Actually, let me check the dates. What do we have for December? Do we have a December? Oh man, it's the 21st, and then so it's not going to be like a huge like everybody at my house one this time around. That's a shame. Anyways, cool. Kay, you doing any streaming soon?
Yeah, I'll keep doing my drawing streams because they're relaxing and fun, and you can see awesome fan art of Jiggy.
Oh yeah, that one was great. I loved the GameCube pose.
Joogie.
As for me, I've been trying to do a little bit more streaming. I kind of did a 12-hour stream for TwitchCon prep. I was expecting to do like a 4-hour stream, and then people donated, and then it was a 12-hour stream because I was addicted to setting goals because I do Zeldathon. Whoops. So no, it was an awesome stream. So thank you everybody for helping me out with that. But I will be doing some more streaming when I get back from TwitchCon. I think I'm going to be heading into a bit more Oracle Seasons practice before Classic hits. So that'll be my next big thing. Anyways, we're out of time. Thank you again to Kay, Scott, and Jamie for being on the show. Next week we will have folks on the show that we're also at TwitchCon, but a different group of people. So this is the pre-show, and next week you're gonna get the post-show. So please enjoy that. Thanks everybody for watching, and we'll be back with you. Check us out on Twitter for more stuff about TwitchCon. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a wonderful night.
Bye-bye.
There will be no more viewing tonight.